good afternoon. You're watching NewsX and I'm Shivani Singh. Now, big inside scoop coming in from the Congress camp. Sources have stated to NewsX that VD Satheesan will be chosen as the next Chief Minister of Kerala. Joining us live on the broadcast is my colleague Anand Singh. Anand, this is a big scoop that we have. In fact, Gordon VD Satheesan is likely to be chosen as the next Chief Minister. Take us through the details.
Even as there were three top leaders among the contenders for the chief ministerial post, that included Congress General Secretary Organization KC Venugopal, as well as leader of opposition in the previous assembly over there, VD Satheesan, as well as Ramesh Chenithala. So both the three leaders, all these three leaders, they were considered as the front runners. But now it has emerged that VD Satheesan has been as the front runner, and he's the next CM pick for the post. So clearly, as Venugopal has is being said by the sources that he is out of race because there was a stand that the party has taken that none of the sitting MPs will be fielded in the assembly polls, and it is one of the reasons that he has been kept out of the race now. But now sources have said that among Satheesan and Chenithala, it's Satheesan who is in the top race, and his name is likely to be announced shortly by the Congress party at a press conference where the two of the observers of the party, that is Ajay Makan and Mukul Vasnik, as well as the Kerala State in charge General Secretary Deepa Das Tulsi, they will be addressing a press conference. So clearly, the suspense over the new CM face will end at that press conference only. Back to you.
So when we are getting our viewers this piece of information through our sources, what is most likely to happen when the press conference that you've spoken about takes place, Anand?
Yeah, look, Shivani, the way in which this CM suspense has continued for the past 10 days, so clearly our party has taken the views of several of the party leaders, especially the party observers and former PCC chiefs who had met with Rahul Gandhi, along with several of the other working president of the Kerala Congress committee. So they all have met Rahul Gandhi separately at his residence over here at 10 Janpath. And then we have also seen that how a detailed discussion had taken place between Rahul Gandhi as well as with Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge. So clearly, in that deliberations, it has been decided that how the party should go with the sentiments of the party workers, sentiments of the public. And if we look at that bar as the Congress party's performance, especially in Kerala, then it was VD Satheesan who emerged as the front runner for the top post. And it is reason why the party will be supporting him as a CM candidate, because his name is also being supported by several of the alliance partners. That includes the IUML that has won 22 seats in Kerala assembly polls as part of the UDF alliance there in the state. So clearly, sources have indicated as now KC Venugopal is out of the race, so it will be VD Satheesan on whose name the stamp will be put by the Congress High Command, and that name will be announced by the party observers and in charge at the press conference at 12 noon. Back to you.
Right, Anand, please do stay on with us. In fact, we have some more source-based information coming in where sources have stated to NewsX that the Congress top leadership is upset with VD Satheesan. So, Anand, this is also through source-based information that there might be some sort of a tiff. The top leadership of the Congress may have been upset with VD Satheesan. Could you take us through these details as well?
Yeah, look, soon after the Congress-led UDF had emerged victorious in Kerala with 102 seats out of the 140 seats in the state assembly. So clearly, under the leadership of VD Satheesan, whom the UDF had contested, so clearly several posters have came up across the state, stating that how Satheesan has led the party to the front and he should be made the chief minister. So clearly, there was a delay in announcing the name by the party, and due to which protests also erupted at several parts of Kerala. So clearly, the party high command has taken very serious note that the way in which these protests were taking place, even as the name of K.C. Venugopal and Ramesh Chenichhala were also among the top contenders. So clearly, they were miffed by the way in which the Satheesan supporters, they had carried out protests, they had put up placards across the stage, and they were prescribing the party to name him as the CM nominee for the UDF in Kerala. So clearly, but given the fact that the party has also seen the sentiments of public with Satheesan, so the party will be taking a complete cohesive decision on the name, and that will be announced very shortly from now on. Back to you.
Right, Anand, please do stay on with us because when we're talking about these exclusive news breaks, obviously, Anand, we are expecting press conferences soon after this at around 12. So very soon this press conference also will start. You've stated that there might be a likelihood that the Kerala Chief Minister's face will be announced shortly. Take us through all those deliberations that have been taking place over the past few weeks, because there were three names that were in the race. So we were looking at Ramesh Chenichhala, we were looking at VD Satheesan, we were looking at K.C. Venugopal, and among those three, we were looking at VD Satheesan getting the grassroots support. We were looking at K.C. Venugopal getting the support of the top leadership over here. All right. All right. I'll come to you, Anand. Let me, in fact, go across to Ramaswamy Mayappan, who is a political analyst who's joining us on the broadcast as well, to understand how this entire race is playing out. Sir, thank you so much for taking out your time and for speaking to NewsX. A very good afternoon to you. When we are looking at the Kerala Chief Ministerial race, obviously three big names coming to the fore. The Congress party and the Congress leadership says that we are a very democratic party. So obviously things like this will take time when there are leaders all of deserving stature. And to choose a capable leader, it will take time, and deliberations will take place, and they want to make sure that nobody is unhappy with the decision that is in fact taken. Now we are in fact getting this information that VD Satheesan might be declared at the CM face. However, there are also inside sources telling NewsX that the Congress top brass may not be happy with him. Sir.
Very good afternoon, Shivani. First, congratulations to Mr. VD Satheesan, if his name is the one that's doing the rounds. But my great concern is with the Congress. The Congress is a party with a legacy. It claims its legacy even to the freedom movement, though Mahatma Gandhi wanted to be different from the political party that ran the freedom movement. That's significant today because what Mahatma Gandhi wanted is the freedom movement to be different from the political races that are being fought. And that's clearly visible. Here, the party is not sticking to the democratic mandate. They did not announce a chief ministerial candidate to be fought. May not be a constitutional requirement, but that's the allegation that they raised to the BJP or every other opposition party across the country. And in states like Tamil Nadu, they were able to run up from their opposition to the opposite side of the spectrum and provide support from the eve of elections was being declared. If that be the case, the democratic values of the party are in question, and for them to fight within the party and identify a good leader is a different scenario. But for them to be able to identify a loyalist is something that's not democratically appreciable. That's a significant issue as far as the Congress decision-making is concerned. But personally, for me, I'm a lawyer. VD Satheesan is a lawyer as well. So there is some joy in another lawyer being appointed, probably being elected as a legislative party leader and coming as a chief minister. He's a strong grassroots worker, someone who's worked through the ranks of the Congress. Multi-time MLAs, someone who's going to be working hard. I have no doubt in that. But what begs the question is, what is going to happen to the other leaders who are unhappy with the entire system? Is the Congress going to have this unstable government that's had in the past before the Communist Party about 10 years ago? We saw that with Asharanandan earlier. We saw that with their previous chief ministers as well. Some of them who are part of the Congress working committee at the center. What's going to happen to K.C. Venugopal? What's going to happen to Shashi Tharoor? What's going to happen to everyone else in the party who's been vying for the same spot and who's also worked equally hard? So these are questions the Congress will have to answer, not just for itself, but also to the people.
Absolutely. And Mr. Mayappan, I also want to understand, the Congress seems to be, defending this delay, saying that even as per the constitution, they have time till May 23rd to decide.
Ajay Makan ji, AICC महासचिव श्री मुकुल वासनिक जी और AICC महासचिव जो केरलम की जिम्मेदारी है दीपा दास मुंशी जी हैं। अभी श्रीमती दीपा दास मुंशी जी एक महत्वपूर्ण घोषणा करेंगी। दीपा जी। ये सिर्फ घोषणा करेंगे, उसके बाद सवाल जवाब नहीं होगा। इनफॉर्मली हम बातचीत करेंगे, पर अभी घोषणा करने दीजिए क्योंकि इसका आपका इंतजार भी है।
Namaskar. The Congress Legislature Party had met in Thiruvananthapuram on May 7th, 2026 and had unanimously resolved to authorize the Congress President to appoint the new leader of the CLP in the state of Kerala. Accordingly, the Congress President has held extensive discussions with the chairperson of the Congress Parliamentary Party, leader of the opposition in the Lok Sabha, the AICC observers who had met with the newly elected MLAs on May 7th, 2026, and many other leaders from the state, including MPs, former PCC presidents, have also been consulted. Based on all these discussions, it has been decided that Shri VD Satheesan be appointed as the leader of the CLP. Thank you so much.
All right, so there you have it, the biggest news of the day right now. Congress has announced the chief ministerial face of Kerala, which is going to be VD Satheesan. So this is a stamp on the NewsX exclusive news break that we got for you earlier in the broadcast. As per sources, we told you that VD Satheesan is likely to be announced as the CM face, and there you have it. During the press conference, Deepa Das Munshi in fact announced that VD Satheesan has been elected over there as the new Keralam's chief minister. Now remember that VD Satheesan is a senior leader of the Indian National Congress Party, and he is representing the Paravur constituency since 2001. He has in fact also served as the leader of opposition in the outgoing Kerala Legislative Assembly as well. Now these are now Satheesan has been in fact chosen to lead the new government, and remember that the UDF secured a major victory by winning 102 seats in the 140 member assembly in Kerala. So the Congress emerged as the single largest party. They had around 63 seats, and this is where we are standing right now. The biggest news break of the day: VD Satheesan has been announced as Keralam's new chief minister. Remember that there has been a lot of grassroots backing for Mr. Satheesan over the past few weeks when this entire chief ministerial race was being talked about. There were three players. We had Ramesh Chennithala, we had KC Venugopal, and we had VD Satheesan. Now finally the Congress has cleared the air, and we finally know that VD Satheesan is likely to be the next CM of Kerala. So remember now, let's take a look at who.
Yes.
So what next, sir? Any opportunity to KC Venugopal, sir? Sir, CLP meeting has been postponed, sir. Any announcement on Deputy CM, sir? From IUML or something? Yes. Any update on further, sir? Announcement?
I will have a press conference later.
Let me go across to my colleague Anand Singh, who's joining us on the broadcast for more information on this. Anand, our news break, in fact, that exclusive scoop that you got for us has now been, in fact, gotten a stamp. We had the press conference that just announced VD Satheesan as the Chief Minister of Kerala.
Yeah, Shivani, look, this is what we have informed our viewers yesterday in the evening, as well as just before the press conference, that how VD Satheesan has emerged as the top contender and he can be the next Chief Minister of Kerala from the UDA. So clearly, a stamp has been put by the party leadership as Deepa Das Munshi, along with the two of the observers and the communication secretary for the Congress party, Jairam Ramesh, addressed the media, and he said clearly that after taking the views of the CLP leaders there in Thiruvananthapuram, that was held on May 7, and then Mallikarjun Kharge meeting with Rahul Gandhi, the leader of opposition, and even Rahul Gandhi meeting several of the top Kerala leaders, that included MPs, that included former PCs, that also included the working presidents of the party. So after taking their views, they have decided to name VD Satheesan as the leader of the CLP. So clearly ending the suspense on the CM face that VD Satheesan will be the new Chief Minister of Kerala. And it's worth to mention, Shivani, that how VD Satheesan, who was appointed in 2021, the LOP in the Kerala Assembly there. So clearly he has steered the party to victory not once but twice. It was also in the 2024 Lok Sabha elections where the Congress-led alliance had won 19 seats in the state, whereas in the recently concluded assembly polls, the Congress-led UDF won 102 seats, out of which Congress contested on 95 seats and it won on 63 seats, whereas its alliance partner IUML had also won 22 seats in the state. So clearly, the victory has been credited to VD Satheesan, as he has steered the party, he has connected with the party workers, he has connected with the grassroots people over there in bringing the UDF back to power. So clearly, the party has recognized that, and it has also listened to the same sentiments of the public, sentiment of the party workers, and also the alliance partners, and thus this decision has been made. Back to you.
To stay on with us, we are also joined by Priya Sehgal. Thank you so much, ma'am, for taking out your time and for speaking to NewsX. She is the editorial director of NewsX. Ma'am, obviously, finally, after weeks of talk, we finally have a name. VD Satheesan is going to be, in fact, the new Kerala Chief Minister. This is, in fact, something that we are looking at. Do you believe, ma'am, that this is a win of the cadre over the High Command?
Yes, that is one way of putting it. Why not? But, at the end of the day, there was this tussle. But if you ask me, I think it was a very choreographed tussle. At the, I didn't really see Rahul sparing KC Venugopal, sending him down. He wants him for something higher. So this whole myth, the Congress leadership really likes this whole image of a sacrifice. So they built up the whole story of how KC is actually the choice of the MLAs. Why wouldn't he be? Because he's the one who got them all their tickets. So the high command culture was really permeating into that choice also. While he was the choice of the MLAs, then he's been asked to, step back and allow, somebody from the party and the state take over. So it shows sacrifice, it shows grace, because KC Venugopal doesn't have a lot of goodwill amongst the party cadres. I mean, you've all heard the joke that everybody from Delhi wants him to go as CM Kerala and everybody in Kerala wants anybody but him. So in terms of image building, this is a good one. it's also shown him as someone who can play leadership, can show grace, take one for the team. And there will be a larger role for KC Venugopal. Don't forget that Mallikarjun Kharge, who is currently the party president, his term is going to come to an end next year. Maybe KC Venugopal could be slotted for that job. Clearly, Rahul has something in mind for him. And secondly, there was also another reason why I was pretty confident that KC Venugopal won't become, which is that he's an MP. He's not an MLA. You know, if he vacates that seat, then Congress cannot really afford to lose one MP seat. Though BJP is not a player in Kerala, but does Congress want that suspense? I think that's another reason why they decided against it. But whatever the reason, Satheesan deserved it. He is the allies' choice. He is also the party workers wanted him. The IUML, which has 22 seats and a very strong member of the coalition because the Congress only has 63 MLAs, also wanted Satheesan. So given all that, I think it was logical. If you ask me, the fight really was between Chenithala and Satheesan. But they've gone for the young instead of the old guard, and I think that's a good choice.
Absolutely, ma'am. And in fact, when we're looking at, VD Satheesan being chosen, there was also